Hey, it's James from survivalpunk.com. Back on another chilly morning. I had to turn the car heat on. Today we're going to talk about you're not broke, you are bleeding money from 1,000 cuts. I think we've alluded to this before. Maybe we've even talked about this before. And my wife has been confronted and shown this to be true, and I still don't think she believes it. The To speak to her point, though, more income is more better. So she's trying to start an online venture. I think once she gets it going, it'll do pretty good. I feel like she could have already dabbled her toes in it, and also already made money from about 20 different ways. But she is set on this one specific way of making money online and through Whatnot. She wants to become a Whatnot clothes seller. I didn't want anyone to think she was looking at anything sketchy. No, she wants to become a Whatnot clothes seller. So, before we get into all that, though, let's take a listen to our morning theme music.
In a war gone mad, survival the key. DIY kings with a plan to be free. Grabbing for the fall when the system breaks. Learning from the past, fixing our mistakes. Resilience built on sweat and grit. Fight for life, gotta never quit. From the city streets to the wild unknown. With our hands we carve a stone. Hey ho, let's go. Hey ho,
And we're back. So, most people think that they are broke, and it's because of the big things, right? It's because rent's too much. That is true. Mortgage is too much. That is true. It's because of the big things, not all the multitude of small things just bleeding you to death. And that's what it is, right? It's the little things here and the little things there. They add up, and they're the reason your budget doesn't balance. And you don't know because you're not tracking and monitoring your spending. I listened to an audiobook one time, and the guy set up systems to basically automate his finances. And I honestly feel like that would work well for a lot of people. If the times that I have meticulously gone over our budget and our finances and ran it with an iron fist and spent a inordinate amount of time on it, our finances were fucking flawless, right? I just don't have the mental capacity to do that all the time. Putting systems into place to automate that would be the best way to go. It's a book called I Will Teach You to Be Rich. It's definitely worth a listen. I don't agree with everything in it, and he dances with the devil. He uses credit cards a lot, and he is one of the people, one of like the small, maybe even like 1% of people that the credit card companies hate. When people are like, "Oh, I'm just using credit cards to maximize my benefits and stuff," but really they're just going into debt. The credit card companies love those people. The ones that are always paying the minimum and always having to pay late fees and always making payments, those people are the ones that the credit card companies love. The ones that carry no balance and pay off their card every month, and the ones that are super maxing their rewards and their benefits because they've optimized complete systems, those people are rare. Most people are not doing it. And I'm not going to encourage you to do it because you're probably not the person that will do it. I have thought about it, and I know that I'm not the person that could do it. I am. my PayPal debit card offers cashback and rewards. And I've thought about doing stuff like direct depositing money to that and then having bills paid with that debit card so that I could get cash back that way. Um, there are small ways where you could make the system work. If you're paying bills with your credit card and the amount of money to pay those bills is being direct deposited, auto deposited to the credit card company, and you're never having to see it and you're just reaping the rewards, that could work. But I'm not going to recommend that. Step one, what you have to do, if you're me, you have to check and make sure we're still recording. And we are. You have to analyze what you're spending your money on. There's a couple ways to do this. Kind of an easy way and a hard way, or a combination, right? There's an app called, if it's still the same name, I believe it's called Rocket Money. If they didn't change the name, they either that's the new name or that was the old name. I don't remember. I think that's the new name. You can connect all your bank accounts and all your stuff, and it will yank in all that information and categorize it and show you what you're spending and what you're getting, and it will know everything. That's the easiest way. I prefer to do kind of a hybrid combination where I will use that tool and I will look at anywhere else that money is coming out that's not connected, and I'll write it down on paper. Also, Dave Ramsey is right. You cannot make a budget once and forget it. Your budget is at least every month. You can more or less guesstimate what your income's going to be. I tend to lowball it, right? With my paycheck, I get varying degrees of overtime or whatever every paycheck. Depends on how much I can tolerate working there. How much overtime that my body can sustain. But there's always a minimum amount. I always make at least X amount of money. And that's what I make the budget on. Anything above that is gravy and theoretically goes towards savings. There's a lot of cars out at 3 in the morning. But a lot of your bills and stuff change monthly. If you're paying on debt, that debt will go down monthly. Technically, using the snowball method, a lot of your total money that you can spend on debt shouldn't go down until it's done, right? You're paying $50 on one bill and $25 on the other bill, and you pay off the $25 bill, you're now paying $75 on the bill that was $50. So, but that was a gross wave of nausea. You still need to make it every month. When you're analyzing your budget and you're writing down everything that you have, I'm not even saying you need to go through and start cutting stuff. You just need to be aware. What are you spending your money on? And what's actually important, right? Maybe you see you spend $5 a day, every day, at Starbucks. And you love that. And that is completely essential. But maybe when you write down your budget, you see, oh, I'm spending $15 a month on Hulu. I haven't even logged in this year. Probably should cancel that. Right? You probably have subscriptions that you're not using. You go through your bills and you look, and you have a gym membership, so you can say you have a gym membership and you haven't been this year, or you haven't been since January when you had a New Year's resolution to get fit. It's probably worth canceling it. If you're not going to go, it's probably worth canceling it. That's absolutely one of the budget items a lot of people have, and they are not using it. If that's you, right, I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to say, until you actually are going to make the commitment and be a gym person, you shouldn't have the gym membership. Go walking for free. Don't don't just pointlessly waste money so you can say you have a gym membership that you're not going to. When you do that, when you write down all of your expenses, you will definitely see things that probably shock you. Um, Especially the one that really took my wife away was our total monthly income and how much money theoretically should be left over. And that's even with like that's absolutely with budgeting fun things, right? You don't have to live a boring, stupid life. The last time I did my budget, um, I gave my wife an amount of money to just blow on wife things, right? And no, she jokes and calls it a wife allowance. And that's not what it is. But without that, she will fucking go hog wild. I didn't explicitly point it out, but the month before I created the budget and the wife allowance, she spent over $200 on whatnot. I have reeled her back to like $50 a paycheck to do whatever she wants with. There is in our budget an amount of money for eating out. It is not very high, and honestly, a little hard to spend now. You're able to get like pizza once a week or so, something like that. Or a little small thing here or there. Eating out for a family now is basically $100, almost everywhere. McDonald's, you're pushing $50, which is ridiculous. You should be, I feel like, $25 for a family of four to go to McDonald's. I mean, honestly, three combo meals and a Happy Meal should cost about $25 with tax. Total out the door, right? It is not. So anyway, when you do this, it will be tough probably to get your spouse on board. If you are a woman listening to this and your husband is the spender, the same thing applies. Like there will always be a person that wants to nerd out on the finances and a person that thinks you're just trying to control them. It's the nature of the world. And it's important to involve that person in the budget making so that they can have their input and fight for things that they want. And you have to be okay with that. You have to let them make financial decisions as well. It's a partnership. As you do this, you will absolutely find that there is money there that you did not expect to find there. And you will be much better off financially. Like I said, the best bet is to find a way to take all of the knowledge you gained and automate it. Different bank accounts, automatic payments, schedule. Look for ways to automate your finances so that you can't get in the way and fuck it up. I still think that periodically though you're going to have to check some things. I don't feel like any budget is truly able to like create and forget, right? Certain things will change. You'll have to revisit eventually. Your personal comfort level will determine that. Once a month is the best. Some people can really get it automated and do it once a year. I feel like you will have problems if you do that, especially if certain things come up, right? Like There for us, there is a festival season which is about to kick off, and that is an increased budget for the next few months, right? So next month, is it next month? Is the Cherry Blossom Festival. Got to have money to go to the Cherry Blossom Festival. Some of that we get away with just the budgetary fun money category. So we budget a fun money category and we have an eating out category. And if you take both of those to the festival, then you more or less get there, right? Like you have money to buy food and you have money to buy trinkets. And if you need a bit more money for food, then you just take some of the fun money. It works out fairly well. So I don't feel great this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This has been James from SurvivalPunk.com. DIY Survive News, guys.
Stone. Hey ho, let's go. Hey ho, let's go. Against the tide, bold and flow. Hey ho, let's go. Hey ho, let's go. In this chaos we grow. Every day we patch and mend, self-sufficient till the end. Chosen hand, souls on fire, rising up from the mire. From the podcast waves, the wisdom flows. At 25 seconds, you already know. Survive the storm with skills we earn. In this punk life, the tables we turn.